Now, the news that has reached our desks is that Zari Hassan, we know her from her show, what was it, Young, Famous and African. We also know her for having been and still being Diamond Platinum's baby mama. We also know her for being a huge celebrity in Uganda, or based out of Uganda, who ended up marrying a South African tycoon who sadly passed on and pretty much left all of his wealth not just to her but to her children. Now, that is who she is. Businesswoman, entrepreneur, social media, what do you even call her? Social media legend and giant. She does it all. And honestly, she's been at this game for a long time, because a few TBT pictures came through and we were like, what? A few songs of hers that she did.
She was a musician.
She was a musician. And when that video came out, I'm just like, oh, God, oh, my Bali. But it is what it is. Now, after moving on from Diamond Platinums, she started dating and eventually got married to this man you see right next to her, who goes by the name of Shakib. So basically, the two of them have had a very, I don't even know what the word is really, because their relationship has been more off than on, but somehow they're married. Like, it's one of those situations where you're like, what? How did we get here? How did we get here? Because most of the times when we speak about them, we speak about them having broken up. And it's no different now, because officially, after they went to, where was it? Where they went for that marital retreat, which Muslims go for. I forget where it was, but they went for that. They came back okay, and we thought that all was well until Diamond started showing up a little too much. First time just a visit, second time for his daughter's birthday. This was last week. Now, of course, the two of them have had a very weird marriage as well, because honestly, she lives in South Africa, he lives in Uganda. And from what they've been saying on the internet, they're happy with it. And more so Zari, who said, hey, I prefer you staying over there and me staying over here, because otherwise we'll get bored of each other. And I'm just like, bored of each other? Aren't you married? Okay, whatever. The rumors of him being a Ben 10 started at the beginning of their relationship and are still being pushed B. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like anytime these allegations come out, Zari is anywhere close to like forgiving or even showing any grace, because she's always throwing him under the bus with sentiments along the likes of, people said he's broke, that he's too young for you, but I didn't marry him for his because of his money. I married him because I liked him. And we're like, okay, you're not discrediting the fact that he's a brokey. What's going on? Like, she's never protecting him, and he's never protecting her either, because when people are like, are you going to have children, he said that I'm not with Zari to have children. At her age, I will quote her, he said, because the phrase itself is so funny.
Shade.
His own words were, let me read that for you, because the quote is so much more hilarious than me even quote. What is happening? The quote was, at her age, having children is not feasible. Yes, that's what the words he used. He said, at her age, having children will not be a feasible endeavor, and therefore we're not going to have children. Besides, I'm not with her for children. I'm not with her to have children. I'm just with her because I like her, because I love her, okay? So we're like, okay, these guys are always like throwing shots at each other, right, left, and center. None of them is trying to protect each other. What's the dealio? Why are you guys married to begin with? And of course, from the drama that started last week when Diamond showed up at his daughter's birthday party and unannounced, didn't even give any prior notice that he would be showing up. He just showed up. Now, when he showed up, our friend Shakib, who's all the way in Uganda, got mad. He's like, how is he just showing up at your house? Rah, rah. He needs to be respected. Rah. And everyone is actually chiming into the conversation, saying like, yeah, if he wants, he can actually sue her and get, in the courts of Uganda, he can be able to be given like, compensation for this heartache, because it is looking bad on him.
Emotional distress.
It is emotional distress. Yes, thank you. Emotional distress. He can sue for emotional distress in the courts in Uganda. And things along that like, right? Now, we thought that was done, right? We thought that was done last week, because Zari said, look, nothing happened, nothing was going to happen. Yes, I was a bit intoxicated, but it is what it is. However, as early as today, the two of them have apparently unfollowed each other on social media, have proceeded to delete pictures of each other on social media. Apparently, Shakib has a few videos here and there of him and Zari, but ultimately, most of the pictures and the videos have been taken down from both of their social medias. And of course, we're like, what's going on? And Zari is on a tirade. She said If my guy does not want to recognize who I am, shame. I would definitely find someone who is going to recognize my worth. I am worth so much more.
I know that's right.
Baby, I am not lying. If you're not going to recognize my worth, unfortunately, I'm going to find someone to replace you. Proceeded to actually say that the reasons why all of these things were happening and the popping up of the birthday party, she said, my husband is very insecure and that is causing a lot of problems. I have to explain. A boss lady, and I have a whole list, a whole life just to prove a point to my husband. Like she went on live and she was trying to prove it. So she then told him, this is what you need to do, baby boy. You need to go fix yourself. The problem is not with me. Go fix your insecurities. Go fix your insecurities, bro. Okay? And we're like, okay, well, she clearly has no respect for him. Tuanzie tu hapo. I call my husband bro all the time in the house. Am I going to come here on the show and say, shut up, bro? No. Am I going to come on this show or go online and be like, yo, bro, what are you doing? No. I'm going to call him bro at home because, hey, we homies like that. But like, I'm not going to embarrass him and disrespect him and belittle him to the point where I'm calling him bro in front of people on social media and expecting that people who already have a predisposition to the fact that he's way too young, already have a bias against him because he seems like a broke guy, already have all of these biases and all of these things that have now tallied up that are making him look like just a deadbeat dude. Calling him bro is not helping. What is the moral of this story? If you're not equally yoked, leave it. It's not that deep. Leave it. Because these are the troubles you find. If you're not financially equally yoked, forget about it. If physically you're not attracted to this person, forget about it. If you really have nothing but love for this person, is the only time. If you have friendship with this person, I feel like those are the only conditions which are okay for marriage. Y'all are friends, y'all love each other, and respect each other. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need. So Zari clearly doesn't respect him, doesn't love him, and ultimately, because if she would do things so differently if she had respect for him or loved him, but she doesn't care. She really doesn't care. Like the moment she was told Diamond has landed, of course his guys told her. Even if he didn't tell her or his guys didn't tell her, the moment he landed in that house, she would have called. She's like, hey baby. Also, where was Shakib for the daughter's birthday?
You're the stepdaddy.
You're the stepdad. Where are you for a big event like your stepdaughter's birthday? Such that you're in a different country and you're having to see this on social media. Like, there's so many things Zari could have done differently if she loved this person, respected them, and felt like they were not only equally yoked, but partners. But at this moment in time,
Shakib clearly knew what he was getting into. I mean, if I'm not with the father of my child and my child is having a birthday party, of course I expect that her father is going to be there. You know, whether it's not about me anymore. It's Tifa's birthday. So what? So Diamond should not be in this children's life forever. So that you feel okay, you know. And also him causing a tantrum is also him not trusting that, you know, his partner is going to behave in a decent manner. He's just like, I know you love this man, that's why you have 2 children with him. I know if you see him, you guys are just going to take off your clothes. That accusation in itself, it's very insulting. You know, when somebody accuses you of something you've not done, you're like, so that is what you think of me. It's very insulting. And you also look at them in a different light. You're like, they don't trust me, so clearly they don't like me or they don't love me. And if it's love, it's not really, really love. It's more a form of obsession. So me, in my opinion, these two should not even be together. Zari requires somebody who's a bit more mature, somebody who's able to understand the dynamics of co-parenting, a very mature individual. And Shakib is not it. He should be chasing around like 25 years old, like 20-year-olds. You know, date your age, babes. You're suffering. You're the Caliph Cairo of Uganda. You should be using the roads and taking babes on dates.
Right?
Kwani Uganda kuna ma socialite? Come on now. You went for the most difficult of them all.